So
Did
for
it finally upload?
Nick and Gecko, we're basically just gonna go over the entirety of goats, kind of from a character by character basis, and put it together, kind of from the ground up. There are quite a few new people here, and even then, I didn't do the best job at explaining exactly how to play goats last season. So we're gonna start over more or less. I don't have any supporting. I don't have any PowerPoint videos or anything. So you just get to listen to my voice, but it's probably best if you either pay attention and take notes or basically just not play anything. Um, at any point, if you
Alright.
have any questions, you can definitely ask me. Just interrupt if it's relevant to what I'm talking about right then.
I'm gonna be.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
gonna record.
Okay.
Can I really quickly say something? If we're doing a big comprehensive of goats, some good reading to add on to this would be Io Stux's huge like thesis paper on goats. I can link it. He has a
And you should. That's where a lot of good, really good goats information came from. So. Yep, go ahead and post that. I think it is posted in the coaching notes.
It was in
and
the
it's-
old
It has to be
server. I don't know
posted in
where it is
coaching
anymore
notes
though.
and chat.
I'll throw it up in coaching notes again.
Okay, we're just gonna.
It's huge. Like it's 70 pages.
70 pages long. Yeah, I'm also going to cover where I think the meta is going to go. I think Diva's going to fall out and Sombra's going to be picked up. And instead of Sombra, I mean, instead of Zenyatta, Anna's probably going to win this. So we can cover that and their roles and goats as well.
Awesome.
Alright, so let's start from the top down. We're gonna do tanks first, and then Brigitte, and then Zen and Lucio. So, first off, we're gonna do Reinhardt.
Who?
Reinhardt's the front guy. He is the big guy with the shield. And 2,000 of it isn't necessarily a lot when you're talking about like a hard charge Zarya and a Diva with micro missiles and Zenyatta just blasting orbs into it. So, Goats is kind of about speed, but applying a lot of pressure while you do it. So in a Reinhardt Goats, you want to use your shield to mitigate damage and ult charge, but you don't want to do it so that your supports aren't getting value by healing. So shield hopping and taking as little damage as you can is good until you get to right in front of the person, but in goats, there's generally two phases. There's a pressure phase, and then there's an engage phase. The pressure phase, you're more or less going to hold your shield until you get so much shield that either your team or their team can go in on it. Your job as a Reinhardt is to, one, hold the shield for your team to do damage into the enemy shield and into the enemy team, and then two, you want to have your hammer swing do damage to the Reinhardt, and you take damage so that your team can get ultimate charge. You also have to kind of play your shield so that yours is higher than theirs. Really good is cornering and playing chokes, and that's what Goats is really, really good at, is holding a choke. And it's because Ryan can use the choke to further his shield. So Reinhardt kind of has 2 or 3 styles that he can play in Goats. You've got the really aggressive, you've got the very, very passive, and then you've got kind of the feeding one, where it's so aggressive that you don't even take any time for the pressure phase. And there is a place and time for all 3 of them. The feeding one is mostly when we commit with ultimates. So like if we use rally halfway through the pressure phase, we want to basically be W and M1 their enemy, kill them all. If they don't match rally, if they do match rally, then you have to go back and play, more conservative style, and go from there. I guess the very two common teams that you're always relating is the NYXL and the Titans, and I'll be referring to them. The Titans are rather aggressive because Bumper kind of goes in dies, but the rest of his team cleans up because of his death. He enables them by dying. And then the NYXL play very patient. They use their shield coverage, and then they go for kind of bubble engages or other things like that. So we kind of covered Reinhardt. Reinhardt's one of those where it's more of an individual play, and we should definitely go over it. I know Miss and I have been talking about his pressure and aggression and things like that, and we should definitely do that with pretty much every person here in a one-on-one session to get them. But just for the next couple scrims, this will get you where we need to go.
I had a question about fire strikes.
Yep.
And when I should be looking for them, because I noticed that when I do fire strike, I'll take a ton of damage and drop to like half HP.
Yeah, so the best time to do a fire strike is it's either coordinated, so your diva will eat damage while you're fire striking. So you go fire striking in one, and then your diva DMs while you fire strike.
Okay.
Or you play a corner and you just peek out, launch a fire strike, and get back under the corner. You're only out for that split second that the fire strike actually goes off.
Okay.
Any other questions on Ryan?
I think you told me only look for short charges, right?
Yeah, they're called acute pins, and they're ones that you know you're going to be able to land or get a lot of value out of, and that don't land you in the back of the enemy team. Because then you're basically giving them a free kill.
Yeah.
The only ones that I can give my blessing to that are long are ones that pin a Reinhardt when a Diva Bomb is going.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Nope, not for me.
Is this specifically about Ryan or just about main tanks in general?
This is mostly Ryan. If we want to talk about Winston, we can do that at the end, but I think
Okay.
generally where we want to be for Reinhardt.
Okay.
So next I want to cover is Zarya, and Zarya is a pretty linchpin in the whole GOATS structure because of her bubbles. Now her bubbles are important not because they give her energy, because they protect against breaking stun. So when you go in, when you swing your hammer with a Zarya bubble, you're actually going to be setting yourself up for failure if the enemy team still has their bubble. They'll be able to beat engage onto you. And then the Brigitte will stun you. You don't have a bubble, you only have DM. You're going to basically soak up a ton of damage, and then probably going to die because of it. Because of one single stun, because you bubble early. So what a lot of teams are doing is letting their Zarya be at 0 till they either take really early bubbles before they can be punished with enough distance that they can just back away and get their Zarya charge up to 80, and then they go in again on a secondary bubble. But if you do go in with those bubbles, you can actually, the enemy team can speed onto you and probably will speed onto you. If you don't catch it, you will be punished for it. But if the enemy team, the early bubbles, can pretty much go in uncontested for a full 8 seconds, and after those 8 seconds are up, then they have their bubble again. Haven't you stunned by then, you should back off or So when I talk about the pressure phase, it's all of 10 to 20 seconds, which is all the time that your Reinhardt needs until you force a Zarya bubble on the Reinhardt. So, typical kind of pressure phase, what you want to do is Ryan goes in, swings a little bit, does a little bit of shield pressure, a little bit of Ryan pressure, and he'll hit 300 health at some point. Then Brigitte will armor pack him. And then I'll talk about that a little more when we get to Brigitte. And then once you hit 200 health, your Zarya is going to bubble your Reinhardt. And this bubble is crucial because it tells you if you bubble before your enemy team, you're probably going to want to back out. But if you bubble after the enemy team, you can use that window to go forward, kill the Reinhardt and win the fight. So Zarya's bubble is kind of the deterrent. It's you could really call it the nuclear deterrent to prevent the enemy team from going in. And as soon as you lose projected or personal barrier, you're giving the enemy team free push into you. Now, bubbles are more important than energy. I would say that you would keep 0 energy and keep your bubbles unless you take them early. You use your bubbles early and have enough time to back away, kind of. That's fine. In Zarya's Grav, the biggest thing is that you just need to hit quite a few people. The more grabs that you hit without the main tank present, the better outcome of your grabs that you're gonna have. Most of the time, the Reinhardt will jump into the Grav to protect his team with the shield, and that's a really good idea for a Reinhardt to do. And it's been quite often that like solo grabs onto a Zarya are very, very common, because you can kill that person and take their damage out. Because after Zarya can do like 30% of Goat's damage. After Zarya, Zen does another 20, and then you've got 4 people doing half the damage of an entire team, or you've got 2 people the other half. And most of that damage after that is going to be and Reinhardt. So solo grabbing a Zarya is definitely something good. If you do, you always want to know where your diva is, or their diva is, just in case you get your grab eaten. And then yeah, just kind of try and have something to pair with, or have an idea with what you're going to grab. Because just grabbing 4 people probably not going to kill them. If you grab bomb 4 people, you need to have a Lucio boop or a Reinhardt pin, something that will guarantee get at least 2 of those kills. More than likely, the Rein is going to be pinned, cause the Zarya bubble to go on them. Zarya is going to have her own personal bubble, and then if you catch a Lucio and a Zen, the Zen may be in Transcendence, but the Lucio will probably be bomb. Any questions on Zarya? At the end of this week, we can do some some short walkthroughs that will help kind of clear up some of. All right, any questions? I know someone.
I'm good. I think it was
I'm good.
Bailey who just disconnected though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next is D.Va, and D.Va doesn't have a whole lot of jobs in Goats. Biggest thing, got two big jobs. One is to set up a crossfire. Because of her boosters, she can go to the high ground and go behind the enemy team and put pressure on the Reinhardt that someone like a Zarya, who needs to stay close to home, not. So if you use your boosters to go up, launch your micro missiles into the back of an enemy Reinhardt, that takes him down to 300 health alone. You're gonna be winning the pressure phase a lot more. The other end of Zarya, or of a D.Va play, is you need to be eating damage. So when your Reinhardt is fire striking, or when he gets stunned, or just when you see 5 orbs go into your shield, that is all damage that you should be really kind of slurping up. Unnecessary DM usage was something that Bailey had some issues with, and I forget exactly what he was talking about. You don't want to do some of the 5 Zen orbs is 250 damage. Micro missiles is 350 damage. They all hit your shield. But when you're talking about a Zarya right click at 100, it's not super critical compared to some of the burst damage that you can do. Any questions on D.Va? Rather easy in Goats, and why she can be substituted out. But with Sombra kind of coming in, it's looking to be more aggressive and shorter fights than longer fights. That's why kind of kill confirming actions are going to be very, very critical, and something that we're going to want to practice quite a bit. Alright, so next up, I want to cover Brigitte, and she is kind of a special case in goats because she's pretty critical to quite a few things. There was actually a post on Overwatch University earlier today that I answered on, and it was basically asking how to run Brigitte in goats, and they were wondering a lot of what do I do in the pressure phase. I know that I'm supposed to go kill someone in the engage phase, but how do I do that? So I kind of walked them through. First thing is you want to keep in the pressure phase, you want to keep Inspire up pretty much at all times. Best way to do that is Whip Shot. Whip Shot's on a cooldown of I think 8 seconds. So your Inspire lasts 6, your Whip Shot lasts 8. So if you hit somebody at the end of your Inspire and it procs for another 6 seconds, you don't want to use Whip Shot. Now during the pressure phase, you also want to save your Shield Bash unless it's very critical to use for mobility. Like if you get booped ahead of your Reinhardt shield, you can quickly turn around, Shield Bash, and get back the 5 meters that Brigitte moves. And the last thing is during the pressure phase, you want to be critical of where you're using your armor pack. So the armor pack is not supposed to be used at the beginning of the fight. It's supposed to be used to heal whoever the enemy team is pressuring. Now most of the time the enemy is going to be pressuring down the Reinhardt. So when you have 300 health on your Reinhardt, that's when you want to use it. Now armor in Overwatch is kind of an interesting thing because of damage reduction. The easiest way to put how armor works is that it just reduces damage, but you want to keep your tanks in the armor region of their health because the general less damage that you're taking over time, more healing that your team do. So like if your Mercy is doing exactly 50 healing per second, you're healing a tank that is taking exactly 50 damage per second, but it's in armor, that damage reduction, for simple calculations, DPS, you're actually doing 3 healing per second, even though your tank is taking 50 damage. So it's overall a positive net. And the way that all of the interactions work between the beam damage and the cleave damage and stuff like that, it's actually way more beneficial. Think of the issue earlier today, and it was something like 45% more powerful than regular armor, and regular armor is somewhere in the range of 30% better than normal health. So it's a lot of damage reduction. Now, when we talk about engagements, more than likely Brigitte is not going to be calling the engagements, but she can see when a projected bubble or personal bubble. When a projected bubble gets used, the call is to go onto Rein and engage. And as soon as the call is made, like you give it a half second, a 1 second to make sure that everyone's ready. You know, D.Va has micro, Lucio has speed boost, the Discord is on the Reinhardt, kind of sort of thing. And then as soon as you engage, your Lucio speed amps, your Rein and your Brigitte will move forward, and your Reinhardt will hold the shield and protect the Brigitte as she stuns the enemy Reinhardt. Your Reinhardt is protecting your entire team from damage during this engage phase, and then the rest of your team, the Zarya, the D.Va, the Lucio, and the Zenyatta, are going to be doing as much damage as you can into the Reinhardt. Now, the way that the bubble works and the DM works, you're going to need to do probably roughly, like, you're going to have 800 damage leave you. The Zarya is going to be doing a lot of the damage through DM, but as soon as DM is up, the enemy Reinhardt is going to very quickly die. And that's like the best case scenario of a GOATS team fight. There are definitely some other kind of smaller things that can happen, like a Lucio boop gets you out of position, or a high ground engage, but a lot of the time that's the very simple ways that enemy teams fight. Usually, the pressure phase is won positionally, the execution is what wins the kill confirm. So we can do some practice there when time comes. Rally is another kind of big ultimate. It's used to win the pressure phase so that the execution phase can be done quickly. It's best. It's used perfectly when 300. Like if you use armor pack at 300 and then your Reinhardt's at like 450 again, and he takes more damage. Now he's down at 300 again. You use rally, and you can continue the pressure phase like you had another armor pack. As soon as that rally wears out, then you do have another armor pack. Why rally is almost fight winning on its own. It's also why if the enemy team rallies, you either need to match rally or you need the rally is, like I said, nearly fight winning as long as your team throw away the execution. So their Reinhardt is going to be feeling a lot more pressure, so he's going to be keeping his shield up a lot more. And with that, you can gain space onto them, do more damage on the Rein shield. They'll use personal, they'll use projected. Basically, they'll confirm the Reinhardt or the Zarya at that point. Any questions on Brigitte? Someone that pretty critical to, and like I said, we can go over one. Remember that half of you are not going to be. Alright, so let's move on to Lucio. Lucio is, pretty simple. He's got his healing aura and he's got his speed boost aura. Now, the healing aura is one of the main ways to actually get health in GOAT. The other is Brigitte Fire. Most of the time, the Zenyatta orb is going to sit on Reinhardt, so Lucio and Brigitte heal pretty much everyone else. So, generally in the fights, you want to be healing, but you never want to amp heal. Amp heal is kind of a death sentence for you because you don't have any way of backing out of the aggression the enemy team is getting, and you don't have any way of confirming a kill on the other enemy either. So the 2 times, I would say that you probably want to use speed boost about half the time. The 2 times that you would use, 3 times that you would use speed boost is taking the space, so pushing up like out of spawn or taking kill confirming actions onto it. The second time is actually going to be kill confirming actions. So your speed boost is used to push forward into the enemy Reinhardt's team and get past his shield faster than he can back up away from it. Now, if they amp speed and you amp speed at the same time, and you just take space, that's good. You still won the pressure phase. You still took the space that you need. Now, you may need to give it back kind of because of the ebb and flow of the game, and that's some temper aggression that the Lucio themselves can do based on an amp, based on a single cooldown, the amps. So, the Lucio themselves need to be super aware of how the fight is going, if we are winning the pressure phase or not. The Lucio winning, the team themselves winning the pressure phase, the Lucio will speed past the Rein shield and kill the Rein. Speed the team past the Rein shield and kill the Rein. if we're losing the pressure phase and we use bubbles first, and there's a kill confirming speed coming onto you, you can use speed to amp and get out of the kill confirming action as fast as you. The third option of when you want to use your speed boost is to get behind people as Lucio and boop them into. Definitely a very high level play, and it's one that can be punished, so you need to be very, very careful with it. But if you use speed, take a half second to a second, get behind their Reinhardt, boop him into your team, and your Brig stuns him, even with bubble, that Reinhardt is more likely going to. So it's pretty important to look for plays like that, but it's also important to play safe, because if you don't have boost available, like I said before, you're going to be dead. Any questions on Lucio? Alright. Zenyatta is the last main support of the current Goats mirror. Goats versus Goats is best played with a Zenyatta because it allows for the most amount of play. Zen himself, Discord is very, very important that you land on the enemy Reinhardt, so he takes extra pressure as you're pressuring down. Now the Zarya bubble is going to cleanse him whenever they use it, so you get back onto Reinhardt Discord as soon as you can for the kill confirm. Most of the time he's going to be shield hopping backwards as fast as he can, and that's a perfect time to put the Discord on. Zen's Harmony orb will more than likely just reside on your Reinhardt. If your Reinhardt dies, but the fight is still winnable, you want your enemy Zarya to have the. If you lose the fight and you down to, you don't want to Harmony orb at all, because it'll just extra. Transcendence is an interesting one. I should talk about it with Beat, because using one over the other is kind of based on which ultimates they have. Most of the time, if they have Diva Bomb for a grab or a shatter, you want Beat. Now, the interesting thing with Beat also is Lucio can be wall riding and not get hit by a shatter, but Zenyatta can also quick react faster to the enemy Reinhardt and trance before the Reinhardt shatter stuns him. So it's kind of up in the air of, if you call shatter for beat or beat for shatter, do you also quick react trance, or do you just take the shatter and let your Lucio land the beat? And most of the time it's taking the shatter and letting your Lucio land the beat, so that your enemy team, your friendly team, can stay alive, and then after the fact you can transfer support if necessary. Zenyatta does like 20% of the damage. The biggest thing that Zen does is he loads up 5 orb volleys right before the kill confirming phase. So you can see that their enemy bubbles go off, or their projected and their personal bubbles go off before yours. Pretty much immediately that should trigger a reaction to charge a right click, because your kill confirming action is going to be coming in the next 4 to 5 seconds. And as soon as your Lucio speed boosts, and as soon as your Brigitte stuns, you want to release all 5 orbs into the Reinhardt's head as best as you can, and hopefully their Diva has DM on cooldown or something similar, and as soon as you land 5 orbs into a Reinhardt's head, I mean, he's dead. Like, he's dead. That's an instant kill. 5 orbs in enemy discorded Rein's head. So if you do all 5 of those damage orbs, you win the fight with a Brigitte stun. And that's also why Diva is so important to those 5 orbs. Because with 500 damage coming straight at you, you don't want to take 500. That's kind of Zen in a nutshell. Any questions on him? All right, so the next one that I want to cover is Sombra. Now, with Diva's nerf, going to be going from 10 or 15 meters of 10 meters, and that's probably going to be enough to limit her role in goats because she needs to play a lot more central to her team, which negates her value. Where Sombra can play off from her team and have a quick disengage button, and also have EMP value. Now, the one thing is you're going to be taking quite a bit more damage comparatively because of the DM that would provide. Just have to make up for that when Sombra going around the other side. Now, the other half of it against Ana nades eaten by Diva, she can't be eaten by Sombra. So your nades will be immensely more. So, talking about Sombra's hack targets, tanks are definitely the best one. If you hack an enemy Reinhardt and you go in, more than likely the hack is going to trigger the bubble, and you can stun after the bubble. Now, you do have to be aware that Diana can get somewhere close to the Reinhardt and try and keep him, especially with burst healing. But in general, the Sombra is going to be a lot tricky to go around. And talking about EMP, EMP is best used when only one other ultimate is used. So like EMP and Shatter, Grav. You can also use EMP to bait out, and then, well, if they have a Diva, you can Grav while she does not have DM, and then the chance runs out, and you can, or you solo EMP Zen or solo hack the Zen, Grav in the fight without the. Any questions on Sombra? I know there are a couple people that are practicing her right now. More than likely, it's probably going to be a flex pick for us. If the nerfs come, if the Diva nerfs go through, it's probably going to be a flex pick that we're going to pick. Okay, and then on to Ana. Ana is probably going to replace Zenyatta in this. But her goal is going to be to land as many anti-nades as possible without the Diva eating them. Now, when there is no Diva, it makes it a lot easier. However, Zarya can cleanse the purple from the end. With the Ana comes a little bit more, I wouldn't say uncontrollable aspects, because if you purple a Brigitte, you may want to go onto her kind of. It all depends on who you purple. If you purple the Rein, the Zarya, and the Brigitte, the Rein is more than likely going to get the bubble to clean purple, and then you want to go in off of that bubble you chose. If the Brigitte is still purple, you can go onto her, stun her without the projected, and then kill the Reinhardt short. Ana's healing is much more burst than Zenyatta's. She's going to be keeping your tanks alive a lot better during the pressure phase, but she doesn't have the damage that a Zenyatta has during the kill confirming phase. So it may take more damage from your Zarya or your Lucio or your Sombra / Diva to get you this point of that kill confirming action. Pretty much the rest of goats all stays the same. The Lucio is important, the Brigitte is important, the Zarya is important, the Reinhardt is important. The Diva can be substituted out for Sombra. Ana can. That's the goat character, including kind of the foreseeable future of what. Any questions here? Otherwise, I can kind of be walking. Short little blurb of exactly how oppression fact, we may all want to plug into watching. App. Actual.
Okay. Let me just boot up.
Yep.
I
I have a. Alright, everybody else.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my Overwatch to open.
It's really hot. I'm gonna get a drink really quick.
Yeah,
Be right
actually,
back.
I need one.
Let me sign in.
threw some invites or some friend requests out to join.
Yeah, I got him.
All right, cool.
Alright, who else is gonna.
You ever just try to open a bag of chips and it goes down the side?
Yes,
Die.
that's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah. That just happened to my Chex Mix.
There's no fixing it. It's just you have to eat it from the side. That's
Mhm.
all.
So let's just meet in front of point A. I have left damage on, but
Does it matter who we pick?
as long as you go somewhat resemblance of goats.
Why is the Jeopardy theme song longer than 3 hours?
It'll probably be like the 10-hour version. Would be the most popular one on YouTube,
Really?
most likely.
I've been entering game for so long. It's rough.
I'm back.
You have to do like Jeopardy theme 1 hour.
I've never been loading this one.
Are you still loading
Excuse
in the
me.
game?
Yes, it's still entering game.
Alright.
I don't know. I'm probably. 1 second.
Yeah, I was gonna say. leave
Takes
him
another
back.
minute. I'm gonna cancel it. Yeah, okay. I'm just. Usually never takes this long.
Wait. Nick, come here. Or yeah, I fire strike this fire hydrant, and it hits the fire hydrant and the wall.
And what?
See that? It hits the fire hydrant and like the floor behind it. Come on,
Oh,
look.
it flips through it.
You ready? You ready? Yeah, but it registers it as like hitting it. It explodes on it.
Alright, so let's just go forward. Let's not touch the payload as much.
It does it with this thing too.
Alright, so this is generally the spacing that you want to keep as Reinhardt goats. So Gecko, are you normally going to be playing Brigitte?
I played for break for my last team. I don't know what I'm gonna do on this team.
Okay, so most of the time, like right
Sure.
around there is when you want to actually armor pack your Reinhardt.
There we go. I'm in.
All right.
So
It's
you
like right
armor-
before his armor fails.
Yeah,
hmm
about 300 is what you want to do. So that's like generally pretty good on the pressure phase. Now, for Shadow, yep, that was really good. Shadow, what you want to do is you want to bubble him probably close to about there, right around 200 health. So, yeah, you give him bubble, and that will, allow him to kind of do two like that and pressure me down. Now, as soon as that happens, I will be speeding forward, kind of doing one of these things, and yeah. I mean, mine's going to be with speed boost, and hopefully yours is going to be with speed boost as well. Now, because you used bubble and I didn't, we now have space, and we can take this as much as we can, because your Brigitte, even if she stuns me, I'm going to get bubble. So that's another thing, is as soon as if you stun me, Gecko, come and stun me, the first thing that should happen is I should get a bubble. Yep, and that's pretty much what it is.
Wait, so am I supposed to protect you from the stun or after the stun?
After the stun.
Got it.
Well, you could also you could protect me from the stun as well, but if you get
It's got
baited,
time. Yeah.
then she has stun still, and it goes down.
All right.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's pretty common for goats. Yeah, I think if we had a Lucio, it would be a lot easier to show how aggressive you can be. But most of the time, you want to be, here-ish. Now, if I push forward into the enemy team, the easiest thing to do to pressure me down, Nick and Shadow, I want you to go on either flank of me and try and pressure me down. So this is, this is a pretty common thing to do. Now what we can do is,
Oh, you got bubbled too.
God, I read that like a book. I got you, meat.
Did you do that just to embarrass me?
maybe a little bit, but that's the danger of playing at an off angle, is you can easily be picked off. Like a shatter is kind of one thing, but the entire team can speed onto you. You only have a bubble. A diva is much more difficult to actually to punish because she is on the high ground. Oh god, got the time limit.
Oh.
Someone is in touch point.
Yeah,
I
let's
got
go.
it.
Yeah, we can just contest. Oh, I was gonna take you with me.
I was scared.
Alright, so
Yo, chill.
let's kind of simulate a pretty good pressure phase. So we're gonna be pressuring you. Try not to do any damage. So I'm gonna be coming in here, swinging you. Now.
Oh!
Ooh.
Would you
Oh. The point. Did you see that charge bait? Charge into the signs.
So they kind of the pressure phase. Let's walk through as one as best as you can. So I want you guys to have a Lucio, a Brigitte, and a Reinhardt. You're going to be pressuring into me as best as you can. We're going to have a Zarya, a Lucio, and a D.Va. Probably a D.Va.
We need a.
So we only want 3 people.
I mean, I'm gonna play Ryan, and then it's gonna be Zarya, D.Va, and Lucio, and then
Okay.
on Nick and Missile's team, we're gonna have a Reinhardt, a Brigitte, a Lucio.
They have one extra person.
Oh darn! It won't be useful for this demonstration.
Do you want one of us sitting out?
I mean, you can watch from the side.
Yeah. Anyone in particular? Hero
Are
wise?
we
It doesn't
missing?
matter.
Okay.
Are we missing people right now?
We're at 9 right now. I think there's one person from the Discord that we're missing.
Oh, Ninja is
Black.
muted and deaf.
Black
Black.
and
Both blacks.
Both blacks.
AFK?
So we just
And John.
At Boots.
Yeah, well, he DC'd and I think he lost in it.
Alright, so I want you to pressure me down, and then you guys call for the engagement, and then after that we speed boost backwards, kind of sort of thing. Yep.
Would that have been a good speed boost there? Because I saw you had no project.
Yes, that's exactly when the speed boost should happen.
Oh, you gotta be
Oh.
kidding me.
Hello, Velo.
You mother.
Wow, I missed
Well.
that.
Oh. That was a good boot.
You do more healers than I do. More damage than I do.
I know. It's not working too well because I can.
Yeah, alright, so let's
push payload and
let's kind of practice that engage again and the disengage.
So, since we don't have a brig, or, like for this situation, do you still want me to wait until you're around like low to bubble you?
Yeah,
Or-
200 health is when we should be bubbling. 200 to 300 health.
Okay. How many? Every bar is 25, right?
Yeah, so 8 bars.
All right. Can you stand still really quick so I get a general idea of where that is? Well, no one touch him. No one touch him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars. So like right after your armor.
Doesn't it? Yeah, doesn't it show armor?
Yeah, it shows
Yeah,
armor.
it shows armor. It shows armor. So like that's right after your armor.
Armor ends at 300, I think,
Ah, shoot.
or 350.
Yeah, so you want to be about halfway into the red. A little less than halfway into the red.
Okay.
So
Good play.
trying to actually look at the health that you have. It goes away.
Throw him on your team.
I could like trickle him.
How much health do you have,
I think
Mitch?
he
You
says
have like 400?
I
Your
have
team
331.
kind of not fair right now.
Oh, 330. Alright. Do you have a healer?
The Lucio, who's on speed boost the entire time. Alright, so the best thing, let's not speed boost away. I want you to practice kind of kill confirming. So Missile, you're gonna call the engage as soon as you see projected bubble. And then who's on Black? Black, did you hear about the Zenyatta, how you should be charging as soon as the engage is called, so that when I get stunned, you basically unleash all 5 orbs into my head or somewhere close. Like, I want to be done. I want to be dead before the Brigitte stun is over.
Okay.
Alright,
Alright.
so I'm ready whenever. Start pressing me down.
Projected? Alright, go.
Oh yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I understand.
Alright, chill. Yo, chill.
You're not getting out of
64
it.
over here.
Yeah, so that was
Black,
pretty
go
good.
touch that payload. Black,
Although-
go touch that payload.
I had exactly 100 health. I had 96 health left. Come on, guys, what are you doing? Alright, so let's practice it again. So right here.
You're gonna have to get on point.
No, we're fine. Just don't touch it. Just don't touch it. Come over here.
Well, we have
Oh,
some.
we are going to have to go on.
Time's about to run out.
You guys can just
Pressure
continue.
me down.
We can push in that. Don't goof them off. Oh my god. Alright, we can just push onto them on cart.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I.
Just
gonna be
stay alive.
honest,
Just someone stay alive.
Let the Lucio live.
No, please.
Oh.
I gotta hit someone back. So
Hey, you can hit me.
Dude, Kurt, you bought that skin.
Velo begging for his life is so funny.
Alright, so I'm just basically gonna hold shield and you guys kill confirm action on me.
If you guys want to see
Alright.
nine.
so
be this
y'all
way.
start at the back end. Whoa.
Ready.
What?
Alright,
We gotta
There
have.
we go.
so keep pressuring me.
Bubble. Shielding missiles. Go. Should we be calling stun?
Yeah, you should be stunning
Oh.
me pretty much as like 2 to 3 seconds after that happens. Alright, relax.
We didn't relax.
Yep.
I mean, should we be calling like when we get a stun on someone?
Yeah.
If we
You
put
should,
one of the
okay.
people on this team on the other team and then switch it to skirmish mode, we have 5 people per.
Oh.
Oh, not what I wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind. We lost somebody.
It's me.
We lost the coach.
This is Leech's way of quitting. He's done with us.
You guys suck.
Y'all killed the Zarya when you had to stall the point. Why would you do
You
that?
have a
King's Row.
Sure, we can do it as long as you give me. Hold on. Unless you
Oh,
have
okay.
a scrim.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Go for it. Just do King's Row.
5v5.
Do you want to turn the time off this time?
Or
That's right,
just
they said
just set it.
skirmish, no?
Yeah, just set it up for scrim.
Oh, that works.
All right. So I want everyone but a diva right now.
Yeah, actually, I get it back to you.
That's just crossfire.
Take it back, Meech.
Okay.
Run it back.
Now entering.
One hop this time.
Hey.
So does someone else want to play main tank? Perfect.
Slide.
Pick what you want except for the diva.
Alright.
So no diva?
No diva.
Green. You done did it to me. No.
Are you guys pushing into us this time?
Yeah, we'll push into for the first one. We'll take turns at doing it.
Okay.
Are we?
Yeah, just meet at the stroke here.
What do I play? Like somber gates?
Zen. Pick Zen.
Okay.
Black versus Jewish. Bruh.
Oh, I wasn't gonna kill you.
I didn't kill him. I just hit him.
I'm so low.
I just hit him. Dang, who's Lucio? Who are you? Gecko just swerved from my shot.
It's me.
Alright. Ready?
Okay. We're holding back here.
Yeah, so we're going
Alright.
to go into them and pressure. Black, I want you to call out when they have projected and to go on, or when they don't have projected and when to go on Ryan. I will speed boost. Does that Hurt, your job is to then stun the Reinhardt, and Bello, your job is to land 5 orbs into the dude's head with a Discord.
Alright, so when so when do I start charging like this thing? Like when it's called? What's like a good
Right click,
time?
a good time is as soon as they use projected, because you either know that you're going to be going in, or you can release it into the enemy Reinhardt's barrier.
Okay, and how do I get, like, can I, wait, hold on, I need to test this. I don't want to kill anybody, but just, can I have Ryan? So do I put Discord in the middle of my shots?
You put it right at the end.
At
Nick,
the end of my shots, okay.
Yeah, so you'll release all 5 orbs, and then you hit E right at the end, and it'll put Discord on, and then you can left click your next shot, kind of, sort of thing.
Okay, got it.
Nick, when we retreat, we're gonna go over here. Just so you know.
We're gonna go here.
Yeah, back towards the archway. We're not gonna go into the little room. Just so you know where to go after you volley.
Alright. Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go pressure.
Oh, someone walked right in front of my bubble.
No projected. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back up. Well, I'm not.
Finish him.
Bello. Oh my god.
Why is it always me?
Meech, I'll solo chat at you. Alright, we want to just reset, right?
Yes.
Hey, let me fix my sensitivity on bubbles real quick for Zarya.
Do you want us using ults?
No, no ults.
Okay.
Aw, just
We're
wanna
talking,
come and grab.
no, we're talking about neutral fights here.
Mhm.
What do you guys call a person?
What the hell?
Then none of this have himself.
Wait, are we going?
Everybody sealed up?
Yep.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Back up, back up, back.
Projected?
Got no ults, bro. I have no ults.
What's that? Hurt? Oh!
Play with me.
Oh.
Play with me.
So,
Come back in here. I dare you.
Well, we have to get rid of our armor. Okay. My armor's
Oh,
gone!
That's one way to get rid of it.
Bruh.
Nick.
Y'all are jerks, man. I'm just kind of scared.
Why?
Let's do this.
Might as well drop all of them since we're not using them. Alright, y'all chill.
Hey, what? Keep it right on. Keep it right on.
alright, relax. Okay. We're back to normal. Alright, so that was pretty good. Now let's just go in and pressure them again. So, neutral fight. Basically, as soon as a bubble happens, if it's our bubble, we want to back out. If it's their bubble, we want to go in, kind of sort of thing. That's
Okay.
we're just gonna do that for now. We'll do some of the lesser initiations later.
Do you want us trying to confirm kills on you too? Or just play defensively?
Yeah, no, confirm kills. You need to
Okay.
practice as much as we do.
Also, so does that mean I should like? Okay, for this whole time I've been like purposely kind of missing shots to make sure no one dies. Should I not do that anymore?
Yeah, who cares if someone does?
Okay.
Their fault.
We're scrimming
bad.
at this point.
Okay.
My shield.
Back to...
Alright.
Alright, we're good. Bello! Missed your
They're about
shot.
to speed in. They're about to be speeding. They're about to speed in.
We have to kill
Right.
that.
Oh, not you too,
I
bro.
just crashed.
Oh.
I just crashed.
Why you back over there? What?
All hell
Bruh.
breaks loose in
Killed.
me sleeves.
The coach is gone. Anarchy.
Honestly.
Alter allowed. What?
Discord on Ryan. I got it.
Here, can I get ownership?
Oh, I died.
My team lacking right now, bro.
She's discorded.
Ah!
Lucio discorded. Lucio won.
All right, I need ownership.
Who has it?
You do.
Oh, I just realized we don't have to capture anymore.
I'm so bad.
What's up?
I think we won that fight.
Yeah, where you at?
Shadow, it's you.
Yeah, I got it. There you go.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yo, Nick was about
I
to
was
get
on a
bodied.
run.
I know he was about to get bodied.
All right.
Wait, I'm not right here. Please stop.
My Reinhardt. Out there.
Whoops.
What the?
You want to switch
That's
to our Mac?
What?
Can
You want to
someone
swap?
come over?
Sure.
Let's meet back at this choke.
I love playing Red at Lucio.
we're swapping. You know what I mean?
Who should my
Whoa,
like
whoa.
Harmony or be on all the time? Ryan?
Ryan.
Like our Ryan?
Yeah.
All right.
Both Ryans.
Both
Got it.
Ryans. Ryan and Ryan. All right, relax.
Okay. Hey.
All right, everybody go to your sides of this choke.
Are we switching or no? Like
Back.
Watching what? No, this is what.
offense?
This is gonna be what it is for now.
I'm not gonna shoot you.
All right, so basically we're gonna do a pressure phase again. It's gonna take 5 to 10 seconds per normal, and then we're gonna go into kill confirming.
All right.
Ready? 3,
No, no.
2,
Okay.
1. Let's go.
Discord online.
Back.
They have no personal.
Alright, now
No
we can
shield.
go back in. Pressure Ryan.
Pressure
Use
the
Ryan.
shield,
Low
pressure the
low
shield. They have no shield. They have no shield.
They use per other.
Zarya has no
Pressure.
bubble.
Ryan one.
Nope, no projected, no projected, no projected.
Oh, Ryan's dead.
Oh. That was a good stun.
Zarya, kill Zarya. Zarya.
Oh. Discord on Zarya. Zarya dead.
Alright, brig one.
Get the brig, get the brig.
Alright, Zen next. Go Ren. Ren's out. We back.
I'm in
we
spawn.
back. We back. Yep, and that's all it takes. So as soon as we go back and we pressure down your shield, like that was pretty much an instant disengage from you. That was really good. That was a really good team fight for both teams. Because you pressured us when we had no bubble, but we called the back, the disengage.
Yeah, we should have pushed.
So as Lucio, at that point, whenever my team is collapsing, my goal is to amp speed boost and basically try to get everyone out alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
that's what my job was. Is as soon as I said we backed up to the next choke point and we stayed alive, pressured your team down, won the rest of the pressure phase, got our cooldowns back up, we had bubble again, we had all that stuff, and then we went back in.
Alright.
Alright, ready? Go again.
30 seconds.
Let's go again.
We go again.
Hey, homie.
Pressure Ryan.
Oh, well,
They have no bubble. Push. They have no bubble.
I thought. What? You're using ult?
Funny run. Trying to push him in our team.
Big
Which one?
bubble.
Ryan one.
Run. Up. Disengage.
Use trance.
Ooh, nice. Push on that Ryan.
The Ryan's one.
Nice.
Come on.
Zarya.
Zarya.
One.
Speed on. Kill the Zarya.
1 HP.
Come out.
Push. Zen.
Dude,
Alright, they're out. Back.
Then I just realized it's our Zarya.
Bodied.
Oh, nice.
Listen, Nick. Let me tell you something. I bodied you way before.
Alright, that was again good. I think we took a little too much pressure there, so black maybe 1 or 2 swings less than time.
Okay.
Now, something I want our Zaryas to do this time is to go out and try and play an off angle as best as you can. try and do
Play a
damage
what
over
now?
an off angle.
Off angle.
So you're gonna
Okay. I know what you're talking about. You're good. I just didn't hear what you said.
Oh no. Refuse.
Yep. So off angle, play as much damage around the Reinhardt shield as we can, and the enemy team is going to then have to kind of mitigate that. Most of the time, mitigating it means giving up space.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready?
Careful, Nick. Hold on. No. We just used bubble. Do you have bubble back?
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, let's go.
Just, oh no. Just go down there.
Damn.
Nice. They're pushing the run.
Sorry, one.
Huge.
Run. Run, one.
Stay on Ryan.
Damn run.
Back.
Pushing him into our
Regroup. Back.
There's a break.
Back up.
Nice. On the run. Zarya?
Break.
Run.
Oh, break. I'm on break.
Got break.
Sorry.
Zarya no personal one.
Speed.
Nice.
I should have spent a little bit earlier. Sorry about that.
I charge Shatter so fast.
Yes, you do.
Well, that's sort of like, if the Goats Brawl is going right, the Ryan should be able to shatter at the start and then shatter at the end as well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And most of Ryan's charge will come from clean. So if you win the fight, more than likely a Reinhardt's gonna have shatter. Alright. Ready to go again?
Yep.
We go again. Let's go around statue. Right side, around statue.
Okay, play behind this wall right here.
Pressure Zarya, top right.
Pushing.
She's fine. Sorry, no personal.
Zarya, drop
Sorry,
down.
speed is ours.
Ryan on me. Ryan in the back. Overextended.
Zarya.
Zarya has no bubble, no bubble. No bubble Zarya, no bubble Zarya.
Sorry. Just go
We
down,
got
Zarya.
grab.
Oh. I didn't have
We
beat
got
up.
grab.
Yeah, we got a little like,
We
everywhere
definitely
there.
got a little split.
Yeah. I thought we were getting the Zarya off high ground.
Yeah, you're
Right.
really
Well,
far from us,
I was
Shadow.
still supposed to be going like flanking, right?
Yep, and that's
I
a
don't-
lesson in
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
how easy it is to punish people. All right, let's regroup back to choke.
I like how your
Alright.
king just keeps healing you and bubbling you.
You deserve it, Vela.
I don't.
Just kidding.
I got first pick of that fight. That was fat. I don't know how though. I was aiming at him.
Did you say you weren't aiming at him?
I was trying to aim for you, but it was more like a flick over the screening, I guess. Like I was looking for you, but I just picked a target since I couldn't find you. That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
All right,
So I wasn't,
you guys
like,
playing
looking
off
for
angles
him.
again. We go again.
Go gang.
Wait. So if like Zarya is in the off angle, like is that now #1 priority or?
If she is punishable, it's #1 priority. So holding on the high ground like that was punishable. Because I can
How-
knock you off, Diva can knock you off, and then you're in the middle of our team.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
3.
Are you asking like right there, Jewish, where I went around? Is like
Yeah.
go after me. So
Yeah,
if I
we
was this far away from where you were, I would say, like, cause you were down here when you first started, right?
Mm-hmm.
I-
But you were like, you were
just
here, I
walked in
think.
through the door. Like I was right here. Like
Oh, okay.
if I shoot my thing right in front of you, it knocks you back a little bit, yeah. So unless
little
I'm a
bit.
little closer, I would say I would probably want to like chase after.
Alright, Bella.
Okay. Your team was like over here, I think, though.
It was.
Right.
Like, they were far.
Yeah,
to
they
support
were
you.
right there, but still, I got out pretty quick before everyone could rotate. Is what I'm
Mhm.
saying.
Yeah.
Just beware of, how far they are away. If they were inside, I would have been way out of position.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, we go again.
Just go down Ryan.
Rallying in.
Sorry, down.
Yeah.
Zarya.
Sorry.
and yeah.
I pooped out.
Got me.
I need.
Ryan's down. Get out.
Back up, back up, back up.
You're even right now.
Get the Zarya, get the Zarya, get the Zarya, get the Zarya, get the Zarya.
Go
She has no bubble, no bubble.
Zarya. Break. There's Zarya next, Zarya next.
If
Someone-
you need a
someone
bubble,
call-
back up.
Zarya
If you
Discord,
need
Zarya one,
bubble,
Zarya one.
Get this Lucio, get this Lucio.
Got Lucio, got Lucio.
Team.
Good Lucius.
I'm back.
Kill left side, left side, Lucio.
Back up,
Yeah,
bubble.
Zen.
Back up,
Push,
back
push,
up.
push.
Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Sorry, or break. Oh, that was a bad charge.
Kill Ryan.
We got to save Ryan.
I'm on the run, I'm on the run. Go.
Break one,
Break,
break.
Zarya.
Sorry, one. Break in their point.
Breaking mid.
One. Zen behind you. Zen.
They really stunned me out of it. Back up.
Just put on break.
Nice.
Here's your speed.
Keep going on Zen.
Back in
Zarya,
the group.
Zarya.
Back up.
Zarya in person.
Speed out.
Yep, got Zarya.
Lucio?
Get the Ryan, get the Ryan. No bubbles for Ryan.
Use beat if you have to.
I pushed him into our team, he's one. Oh.
Back.
Damn,
Go Ryan.
got it all.
Lucius
Ryan,
behind
Ryan.
us, Lucius behind us.
One
Beat
shot.
after.
Lucius one, nice.
They have no bubble.
Lucio behind.
Back up.
It's a lot of damage. Just regroup.
Bro, you know you can use B, right?
Yeah. I should have.
Yeah, they got me.
Alright, back to chokes.
Yep, that was a bad charge.
Hey,
I need to play way.
no, I had a good question, but shoot. So, like, if Black is just low, right? If he's just like really low, is it okay to trans to keep him alive?
Yes, but you want to think about it beforehand. So more often than not, that's what it's called a support ultimate. Like, you're using it to support the team engagement. And most of the time you want to engage when you want to time it so that like they don't have bubbles or that you use bubbles shortly before.
Because so was the one I did to keep Black up, was that a good one?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
The other main things to think of is like in a real game is did they just use Diva Bomb? Did they, what ults do they have up? And if they just used them, then it's, more than likely you can get it back up again before those are up again. So.
And Grav is so fast charging in this meta that sometimes you're gonna lose fights because you simply don't have trance yet or beat.
Right.
Alright. Ready to go again?
Yep.
Hold on, we just used bubble. No, we just used bubble.
5 seconds.
Goodness.
Alright, go
Ready?
ahead.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Lucius low.
Discord on Ryan. Good block.
Nice.
Run one.
Go Ryan. Still on Ryan, Ryan 1.
He's low.
Hey, they was already behind us.
Kill Zarya.
Kill Zarya.
Zarya's alone.
Play passive.
Go Ryan.
Upper run out.
Zarya one.
Back.
Keep going in. Go Ryan. Ow.
Nice.
And... Oh shit, open.
They got 3.
Yep, and that was a perfect play of it.
And you got it blocked, bro. Come on. Hey guys,
I didn't think he just hard shield when it's only me. He read me though.
Black's like, got me once. Not a second time. Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Greg, no!
Jump red.
Yeah.
Careful, Nick. Losing that one.
Oh! Back up, I'm already out. You lost your
They're standing in choke.
They're just standing there,
We
menacingly.
go again.
Alright, we go again.
Alright.
Wait, topping everyone off.
We're going now.
now?
Oh.
Oh, we go now?
They have no bubble. Push.
They have no bubble too.
Keep going on right. Keep going on right.
Sorry, one. Done.
Disengage. Oh no, never mind.
Push. We're up. Push.
Push on the run.
Run.
Lucio, don't let him out. Don't let him out. Bye, Lucio.
Am I crazy? But dude, I thought Black died.
No, I was alive the whole time.
Your Zarya died.
No, you did.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was
I died.
Zarya?
Oh shit.
Yeah. That was a good boop. Meech.
Tried.
That's spicy.
I think if you guys would have just turned on me and stunned me.
You ready?
I'm getting a phone call. Give me a second.
How dare you?
I gotta go. I guess.
Never mind, they
9:30
hung
y'all's
up.
time in about 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. We'll do
Alright.
one more of these and then we'll talk about everything you did.
Alright, this is for all the marbles,
Okay,
boys.
so
Okay, never mind. He called me again.
so when I start charging the 5-shot when the projected is called,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and you
Okay.
should be able to stay back far enough that see when all of that happens. Like it's kind of messy right when we get in the middle of things. But alright.
How
Take
far
the
should
damage. What's that?
how far should I be? From
10 to 15
everything?
meters. So you see, like, I'm gonna
So,
come in
like,
the middle if
here?
you, yeah. So if
Oh.
the enemy if your Reinhardt is at the front end of the Lucio,
Hey,
aura,
bro, chill.
Oh, that
I'm trying to see what Meech is saying. Bruh, I can't. Alright, I'm spectating you. What? Oh, now I can't see it.
So if the let's talk about this Reinhardt actually. So if the Reinhardt is at the front end of my aura, you should be at the back.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Yep. And
That's
you-
really far.
yeah. I mean, you're gonna be doing a whole bunch of damage.
You're gonna kill me.
I'm done getting bugged by my
Alright, let's go.
DM.
Reset.
Oh no!
I thought I was shooting at.
We should all press Q so we have no ults.
Yes, agreed.
Everyone press Q.
Everyone press
Man.
I want to see 2 Qs right now. Press Q.
We have to have Trav.
I
Yeah.
already shattered. I shattered you, remember?
I was talking
Here, let me get my ult.
what is it?
Don't shoot Nick. Don't shoot Nick. Don't charge your ult. Do not charge your ult. What?
Alright.
Bruh.
Bro moment.
We have to charge.
good?
And now we're about.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
We go
Yeah.
again.
Go game.
There's also already a
Pressure Ryan.
Discord
Pressure
on
Ryan. They have no personal. No personal.
Look at the ramp.
They have no bubble. Push.
We're down break. Watch it.
that. Discord on Ryan. Discord on Ryan.
Keep going, Ryan. Keep going, Ryan. Keep
Bro,
going, Ryan.
bro,
Ryan one.
speed us,
Ryan one.
speed us,
Ryan one.
speed us in. Speed us in.
Zarya one.
What was that, Normac? I was counting on you.
I'm
What?
sorry.
I lost healing.
Well, that
No.
was quick. Let's do again.
Go game.
Everyone press Q.
I
That's
can't.
cute.
Let me get my ult because I'm at 85, so I'll get it mid fight. Chill.
That was you.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna kill myself.
You know, instead
I
of
didn't
telling
know.
everyone to press Q, we could just switch our characters and switch back.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna do now.
I don't feel like watching this one.
Yeah, our spawn so far. Or just don't take Q.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna use mine. I think it'll be better off.
Unless you're about to die.
No.
Alright.
I wonder what's the fastest Lucio ult build. Like, I wonder who holds that record.
It's probably Boops.
Yeah, it's probably like a
That's
like a 6-man boop or something. I think that should
Mm.
give you ultimate instantly.
I know it gives Hammond ult instantly if you hit a 6-man. 2
Yeah.
times.
Remember, I saw it
ready?
clip a couple months
Go.
ago. Wait.
Whoa.
Free break.
Hey, Brig, get that character back there.
Okay,
get
yeah,
the,
I was not ready.
Get the Discord off of him. Okay.
Ready?
Nick, do you have harmony on me?
2.
Alright,
you.
Go again.
Discord on Ryan.
Ooh, disregard potential. Oh, they beat me.
They bubbled. What happened?
Keep backing up. Speed back. I want to see that app. Go back to your spawn, boy. Go back to your
So,
spawn.
how was that grab?
Oh no!
Bad.
Agreed, it was terrible. Why was the grab so bad?
Dang,
We were
you guys
dead.
melted me.
Agreed, you did not win the fight with it.
I thought this was the last one.
Was.
Alright,
Well,
I'm trying
we're
not to
playing
die.
like we're in a game, bro. We're playing like we're in a game.
This is Trank Season 3 Finals.
Yeah,
Alright,
and
bet.
you just threw out that grab.
Like, I always feel
Hello,
like
you're gonna die in the finals.
Brig and like
No,
Ryan are
because
taking like too much
you
damage,
got stuck. Okay.
and I
Brig
don't
and
know how
what?
to compensate for that. Like, you and Brig are just always like taking so much damage, like from like the first
Well,
fire strike. I don't know what. You
It's,
guys
it's
are always
the,
critical by the time they.
well,
and I just
what's
can't
his
keep
name?
up with that healing.
What's his name? Black. I have the harmony on him, but make sure you instantly, like, as soon as you get the chance, you have to put the Discord on the Ryan, and then he'll be critical.
As soon as I can, but
Yeah, no, not gonna lie, like, there are several people on our team that flash critical. It's just that Goats doesn't have the damage to actually kill them.
Make sure the Zarya stepping in front of the Rhine when he's low as well and he backs up.
Yep. Yep.
Zarya bubbling and step in front of the Rhine, that's what I've been doing when he backs up. And it absorbs quite a bit of damage for him to come back. Because as soon as my bubble starts to wear off, I back up and let him take the front lines again. So that's most of the time I don't even get low enough for me to use my bubble otherwise.
Yeah. So you're also, remember, you're doing, hold on.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're doing 300 or 30. You're doing 30 heals per second. So if your Reinhardt is critical and right at 200, in 1 second he'll be at 300 and he's back in armor. In 2 seconds he'll be at 400, as long as he holds shield. Or sorry, 6 seconds. 3 seconds and 6 seconds.
because the thing is, like, in that last fight, like that last one, like our Lucio, our Brig, and our Ryan were all critical, and it's like I didn't know who to focus my orb on.
Yeah.
That's
So
Was it
you
to keep
always want
either the
keep it on.
Lucio or the Brig, or should I just keep it on the Ryan no matter what?
Keep it on the Reinhardt no matter what. The Lucio and the Brig are going to be themselves doing about 50 healing per second.
Okay.
with-
Will passively regenerate.
Exactly. So in 4
Can we,
seconds they'll be full health again.
I'm about to have to leave, or
Yeah,
else
no.
I wouldn't.
We're good.
Don't hit him. Okay.
Or just
Do we want to do this one more time before I have to
Sure, let's go.
take off?
Alts are free.
Alright.
Quick question. So, if someone's low that's not Reinhardt, like, is it Briggs and Lucio's responsibility to heal them?
Yes. Yeah, like I said, they heal 50 healing per second. So then the Zenyatta on top of that heals for 80. So if
Okay.
you bubble, you're doing nearly 150 health in healing when you bubble, kind of sort of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean
I'm ready.
Lucio's is at like 30, I think, per second, and then Briggs passive is at 16. That's 45.
Got
Alright.
it, Chief. That's
Hold
good.
on. Ready? No, hold on. Give me a sec.
No ults, right?
No, ults are free.
Oh wait, what?
I guess you guys won't be transferring.
Actual throwing.
Grab,
Alright,
guys.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're in half hall.
Sneaky, bro. Sneaky.
No personal, no protection,
Ryan has no bubble. Ryan
objective.
has no bubble.
Round one.
Alright, we got him.
Ryan still
Almost.
Discord. Run, round one.
Focus Zarya, focus Zarya.
Zarya. Stay in the Zarya, stay in the Zarya. Zarya one. Zarya behind us, Zarya.
I just watched all y'all like run forward. I was like, what the fuck?
Focus Zarya. Run away
Run.
from the Zarya. Yep. That was good.
Play like the finals, Velo.
Alright.
I'm sorry. How much damage you got, bro? much
I got. How much do you got?
17,500. That's what I thought.
Oh, it's too fast.
No. Back up.
Alright, guys, I gotta get off.
Stay around, Grizz.
I learned a lot. Thank y'all for the.
Thank you.
Go Ryan, go Ryan.
lesson.
Oh,
I'll
we
see y'all
still
tomorrow.
going?
Sounds good. Have a good night.
Never-ending ghost brawl.
Bro, you gotta help Nick. Oh my. Let
Alright,
Nick fight his
I'm
own
gonna
battle.
go here too because I want to sleep.
Alright.
Good.
Anybody have any
Alright.
questions, or was that all really pretty clear?
That's pretty clear.
That was that was really good.
So,
We just
Zarya.
missed some flank damage.
So, never mind. I forgot my question midway through that sentence, so it's okay.
Yep.
So
and-
Zarya.
So I want you guys to record your scrims as best as you can. I'm not gonna be able to make any of this for this week, unfortunately. So
I knew you were there.
kind of now that we have the general ideas of what goats is, we can definitely refine them and point out exactly what's wrong and kind of stick to the guideline. So recording personal VODs and then coming to one-on-ones, and also recording like scrims for a team VOD review is very beneficial.
I'm gonna see if I can record my.
I didn't know about that thesis beforehand, but I'm really glad that I do now. I'm definitely gonna read into it.
I'm gonna see if I can use my laptop as sort of like a capture card, because my computer